Have it come from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble. I'm just gonna let that go. That was the intro. On the Foreplay podcast with a guest named Ryan Griffith. Hi, Ryan.
The third.
I just jumped right in.
That's
fine.
the first.
God damn it.
No,
Kevin is
Kevin
the,
Matthews Jr.
he's the second.
He's the second.
Yeah.
If I was
he's
named
junior.
Edward Griffith, I'd be like the fourth. So
Hello, Edward.
no, it's Ryan.
That's Mike over there in the red shirt.
Hello.
And Nick drinking a beer for maybe the first time ever.
Definitely the first time not on Beerio Kart on a podcast.
If you guys
Yeah.
want perspective, it's 10:30 in the morning, and I just brushed my teeth.
And the only I want to note that I'm a huge Dolphins fan, so the only reason I even cracked this beer open was because
I gave Nick
Bing,
an
bang,
offer he
boom.
couldn't
It
refuse.
tastes like despair and disappointment.
Does
it's
it?
just how I know it.
Yeah.
I'm not a Redskins fan. So.
Yeah, but you're wearing
You're
red to
wearing
match
red.
the fucking can.
Yeah.
He knew he'd be drinking it.
It was fate.
Like, I don't know. I know the Redskins are in the Giants division,
No,
but like I
they're
don't
fine.
even have a hate for them. I
They-
just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you guys are pieces of shit.
Yeah, we've
and you're
established
over
that.
there.
They were so
they're
shitty
just, like,
my
not-
entire life,
yeah.
other than like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Nothing they do affects me in any way.
Well, to quickly establish, it's going to be all sports, but just to set the record, we got 3 Giants fans and a Dolphins fan over there. Kevin, not here,
Giants
Also
fan
a
as well.
Giants fan.
also a Giants fan. But yeah, they were no, in our lifetime. They've only been relevant the rookie RG3 fucking season.
And
Oh,
then
yeah, the Redskins,
Cousins made it a couple years ago, but I was
Yeah.
like, Giants suck this year anyway. I don't really care. So long as it's not the Eagles or the Cowboys, if they win the division, I go, good for them.
You don't think the Giants have a good chance?
No, I think they do.
Yeah.
That year that Cousins made
Oh,
the
that
playoffs,
year.
I was like, they were so bad, I didn't even care. As
That
long as it
was
wasn't the Eagles or the Cowboys, I
an
was
awful
like, I don't
time.
really care.
Yeah, because this is going live on
Boo
Monday, so
freaking who?
we're recording Saturday
You're
morning,
spoiled.
opening weekend. Yeah, what do you have to say, Nick?
Giants fans are spoiled.
Why is that? 'Cause your team's
Look at
always
New England. Look at New England the other
Didn't
day.
the Dolphins win too in the 70s?
Yeah, before I existed.
Yeah, but that'd be the same thing though.
No,
Like,
you've been alive and been able to
I
enjoy
know,
2
but-
Super
but we're
Bowls.
spoiled to you. There's plenty of people
Exactly.
that were alive when the Dolphins.
Yeah, and those
won.
people are spoiled as well. Absolutely. I'm not in that group. It's not the same.
Sucks to suck.
It does suck to suck. It does
No,
suck
I
to
think
suck.
the Boston fan base has been spoiled their whole lives.
Oh, they've absolutely been
Always
if
had a
you're,
good
like,
team.
if you're like 20 years old, you've seen every one of your professional sports franchises.
That's
Have
why
a
I'm hoping
championship.
that first game is like the true Patriots now.
Yeah.
No, it's
Well,
not.
look at that. Look
They're
at the
gonna go
nonsense.
13-3.
Oh yeah,
They're
easily,
gonna go 13.
easily. They're still gonna win the AFC East. But look at the BS of like everyone's on the bandwagon when they're like hot. They lose the first game of the season, stadium's empty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
What was it? 2 years ago when they went to the Super Bowl?
They're spoiled.
Or no, that when they lost
Well,
for a
the-
few weeks and they were started calling out like what's wrong? Is Tom Brady getting benched?
Yeah,
Remember that?
all
That was
And they went
also
on to the
against the
Super Bowl.
Kansas City Chiefs, and they won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
Well, they said the last 3 times they lost the season opener,
they won.
the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
yeah.
Yeah. So now even when they lose, they win. So
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Well, they're gonna get 6 wins in their division, so
Yeah. That's
Probably. There's a very strong
Yeah,
probability
that's
for
another
that.
bullshit. They're in like the easiest division all the time.
I mean, the Jets might have the worst team to ever take a football field this
Agreed.
year.
Even if they don't go 0-16, I think they're the worst team of our lifetime.
Yeah.
no, those lines are pretty bad.
They were pretty
Yeah,
bad. Don't get me wrong, they were pretty
At
bad.
least they had one good
Yeah,
player,
but
though.
The Jets just have the worst coaching staff ever.
They're the worst
Like,
everything.
It's just
ever.
a
Yeah.
joke.
Who's their best player? I mean,
Maybe-
the defense isn't half bad.
The whole defensive line is
see.
really good, and that's it.
Yeah. They're fucked.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's opening weekend.
Yeah. First
Very
week.
excited. This is the Foreplay podcast where each day of the week a new video goes live at youtube.com/4playvideo. Monday, we tease out the topics. This week's all about sports. That's all I'm going to say. Tuesday, we talk about whatever we want. Wednesday is for Would You Rather. Thursday is a Do You Know question. And Friday, the whole episode goes live at youtube.com/4playvideo in video form and in audio form on iTunes and Google Play Music. Apparently, somehow we had 100 plus downloads last month. Don't really know. Those fucking numbers are right, but if you guys are
Each
listening,
of you guys downloaded
Yeah.
it 20
25
times.
times. Yeah.
It was me with a bunch of fake emails. You guys are welcome.
So there's that, but if you guys are listening, rate it and review it, and it bumps it up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
His computer's out of data. He downloaded it. So
Saturday, we play video games. That's about it. Coming up on year 2. We've
Dang.
almost been doing this for 2 years, Ryan.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been
Tuned in or
watching.
two. Yeah.
I'm tuned in.
What do you do, Ryan? You write for football sometimes.
I haven't in a while, but for Breaking Football, I write blogs. For Football Game Plan, I cover an FCS conference, the CAA, which defending champions James Madison is in.
Kevin went there.
Kevin did go there for about a year.
Yeah.
When they were not that good.
And had
And
too much
then
fun.
I have a couple podcasts. I'm on one called The Parlay, brought to you by 10x10 Sports, and then the Waiver Wire Flyer, which is new, so you guys can listen. It's
The
about
Waiver
fantasy
Wire
football
Flyer.
for you guys.
Oh,
Anyone who has
I didn't
any
even know
advice.
you were involved in all that.
I just started doing that
Okay.
stuff. But I did call Kareem Hunt being good, so reason for you to listen.
Yeah. And then who didn't get Kareem Hunt in our fantasy league?
Me. And I was going to reach on him anyway, and someone else reached on him 3 picks ahead of me. I
That's
wanted to
always
kill
the
him. If he
worst.
was here, I would have punched him.
That is
No one
always the
else was
worst.
even thinking about him.
He was on the radar, but definitely nowhere near where you were going to take
Nah,
him.
I was taking him in the third round.
Wow. He took he
Yeah.
took him before you in the
That
third.
Yeah, he took him early. Like, not
That is-
early. He took him at
Wow.
the 9th pick.
That is
Shit.
probably the earliest he got picked in all drafts across the board.
Yeah, every draft I was in, that was the earliest he got picked. But
Well,
I was in no position to pick him in every
Yeah.
other league I was in.
After week 1. Maybe a smart move. Ryan's going to
true.
do it.
If he was here, I would have flipped the table. No one else. Everyone's like, "Oh, Kareem Hunt." I wasn't even thinking about him. Me and him were the only. Me, him, and maybe Noonan, but Noonan was gonna wait.
Yeah.
Pissed.
The Chiefs, they
I
just had a
jinxed myself
stream of
bringing
good
it up
running
to
backs.
Kevin earlier.
Yeah, they've been lucky.
Eh,
Did Jamal Charles even make the team? I've been a lot
He's
of
on the Broncos.
I don't know what.
No, but did
where
he make
is.
the roster?
Yeah, he did. He's not gonna
Okay.
play, though. That's not gonna get. That's not
I'm just terrified for this week as Le'Veon's gonna run 500 yards on the Browns.
Well, that'll
I'm versing him.
transition us right into talk
Yeah.
time, which is going to be Fantasy 2017. Now, you're doing the fantasy podcast, Griff.
Yes.
So what are you thinking this year?
In terms of what?
We're just going to talk. I want to go through our teams. We're going to establish who has the best and worst team. We don't need to establish who has the worst team here
But just
in our league because that's established that Nick has the absolute worst team in the entire league.
I'm down there. I
Nick, why
admit.
don't you go grab that trophy right quick, right next to you?
Oh yes, absolutely.
So we rebooted, for those out there, our fantasy league that we've been doing for years now. Technically, this is almost Ryan's trophy because Mr. Griff next to me won last year.
I had the best team in the league.
We can have
last
a wonderful
year.
conversation
Let's have
about
it.
why
Let's
that's
get in
a
there.
falsehood.
Yeah, so
Most.
Well, here's the
points,
biggest problem.
Best running back pair.
Here is the
I
biggest
don't even
problem.
remember
well,
my
the first
receivers.
problem is unfortunately for
Our
some
league,
reason
I-
our league got deleted, so we have no rosters.
There's no
Yes.
remnants of whatever.
No,
Exactly.
whatever happened.
So that's why
However-
this conversation is not going to be as good as it could
It
be.
could be
'Cause
better,
I don't
yes, I
remember my
agree.
roster outside of David Johnson, DeMarco Murray,
Yeah.
and Carson Palmer.
I will highlight this.
Okay.
Griff had the most points of the year by 20, 30, 40, something like
I think
that.
you were in second now.
I was in second, but the bigger stat, the more important stat, is that every week Yahoo put what your record would be if you played everyone, right? So if I versed all 11 people, you versed all 11 people, it gave you your record, I had the best record, which means most weeks I was in the top 3. So I was consistently in the highest points, whereas
Okay.
having the most points could mean you had 200 points in one
But
game.
I also specifically remember that you always had the least points against you. So
I-
that means
That's
everybody
another
had their
revealing
worst
stat
week
that
every
I
time
didn't
they
look
played.
up.
No, but
I'm
here's
so
but you're still
happy
missing.
to do homework.
No, wait, but you're still missing the point because that doesn't negate the stat of versing everyone every week. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because everyone can't have their worst week every week, but I'm still beating everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds
Oh,
like
you can. My team was dog shit.
Well, yeah. But you still had a best week at some
Well,
point.
that was your first year,
Wait,
right?
that's crazy.
No,
that
no, my first year I got second place.
that
Oh,
the,
shit,
that
yeah.
the
Last year
champion
sucked.
and the worst team got the first pick and I got the last pick.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
That's
I
good
was-
that
I
worked out.
I didn't mind having the last. I'd rather pick at the bottom of the draft, to be honest with you, because you get one pick and then you got.
I did not like
Yeah.
first pick.
Hey,
at
I'm gonna
all.
wait
That's
for
I
the
would've-
first time
an hour
I
and a
ever had first pick. Did not like it.
I had it in one of my other leagues. It's like, oh great, I got David Johnson, and you're just like,
Yeah.
TikTok.
yeah.
shit. And then like the next time around, you're like, I don't even know who to pick now.
Yep.
All the good players are gone, and I got one.
6th pick is the worst pick.
It
of the
was
draft.
this
It
year.
is absolutely the worst pick of the draft because I had to reach on someone that I wouldn't have grabbed, but I didn't like the other people that
Well,
were.
to me, the
in
first
6
5
to
were
7.
guaranteed as David,
Exactly,
Le'Veon,
yeah.
Odell,
Yeah.
Julio, and
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
Yep,
I'm gonna
absolutely.
Look at, can I
Easy.
look at next draft?
Absolutely. But from there, like, who do you go
Oh,
for?
I can't.
So I had to reach on Jordy.
So Nick, you have a very special connection with fantasy. You've never won. You've never been good.
Yeah, no, that's
bet you-
falsehood. I haven't won. I absolutely should have won last year.
Should have.
100%.
Make it to the championship.
You know,
No.
100% should have won last year. I versed in the semifinals. I versed someone who had their best week, and had Dan not had his best week in week 1, I would have versed someone else, beat Griff in the finals because I beat Griff in the championship.
But that's
had I
just,
been in the
but that's just
championship.
fantasy.
But
That's semantics.
it is, but it's still data. It's still statistics. I still would have won.
That's why I think the best thing that ever happened was our league being deleted, so you cannot.
Well,
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you guys wouldn't hear the end of it.
I'm so mad that I can't look back because he wouldn't hear the end of it.
But there's no way because statistically,
Like
I
I'm
had
trying
a
to come
better
up with an
team.
argument. I'm trying to continue my argument because like I don't even remember who was on
I
my
can't.
team.
I have no basis.
But even so,
It was easier like 2 weeks ago. I forgot even what I said 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember.
the
Let's
only
look at this
thing,
draft.
the only thing was you had the most overall points. I had the most wins against everyone week to week. And keep in mind, my first round pick was a bust. Keep in mind, I took Todd Gurley #1,
Yeah.
and I still had the team that I had. Imagine I had taken Antonio Brown and David Johnson. It wouldn't even have been a remote contest. Like literally, not
What
even.
pick did you have?
I had #1. I took Todd Gurley #1 overall,
He
which was a
was not
totally
very well.
reasonable pick.
Because I had #2 and I took AB.
And you were like, I'm glad you took Gurley because I
Yeah.
was torn.
But see, like, there's all these what ifs. But
Of
you
course.
took Todd Gurley,
Of course.
which is fine.
Which is absolutely
I don't
fine.
know if I would have
Yeah.
taken
And I'm
him
not,
at 1.
either way, that's not the point. I'm saying my team was so good despite my first pick being a bust.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like I was like, oh, you know,
come
I
up
should have
with
taken
my-
Kareem Hunt in the 4th round or something like
I don't even
that.
know who my second round pick was.
Last year.
I have no idea what my second round pick was.
Mine
I
was
picked-
Jordy.
I picked DeMarco Murray, which everyone tore me apart for.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna suck again. He's probably the second best back in the league.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Two
Yeah.
best backs. Let's look at Nick's draft here.
I
Yeah.
had,
My
like,
draft
a
this year's
ninth
bad.
pick, and
I
had
admit.
fucking-
Little early on Aaron Rodgers.
My whole team is Aaron and Jordy, and maybe Tyreek Hill if he continues
Travis
to do what he
Kelce,
did.
little early. Tyreek Hill, it's probably about right. Peterson early. Anderson early.
That's what I'm saying. I had to jump.
Why did you take the Houston Texans defense in the 8th round?
And then
Established-
followed by
Followed
Justin
No,
Tucker.
no, wait.
Ninth round.
Wait. Justin Tucker was an accident because I wouldn't pay attention to the clock and I didn't hear the ring for my pick.
Why
So
was,
I
why was
no-
he in your queue though?
I didn't have a cue at all.
It auto
It
Justin Tucker.
auto picked me Justin Tucker. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if I buy that because
I
he
swear
was-
I swear to God. I picked Houston. That was me. I think that was a decent pick. You guys can say all you want, but when Houston destroys Jacksonville and gets 30 points, we can all talk about it later.
Okay.
Anyways, Justin Tucker was I literally didn't hear the ding go off for my pick. So I was still like talking, and this is my own fault. I was talking crap in the fantasy chat, and then all of a sudden it's like
worked.
Justin Tucker. It was
It worked.
so I looked at that and I was like, come on. So now Justin Tucker's my kicker.
So for people out there that don't
Sterling
know,
Shepard, the 10th
we
round.
were here where we record with about 8 of us at a long table, and the only people who weren't there were Nick and two
so
other
mad
friends.
You didn't record that. And, like,
I know.
post
I
that
should
online.
have. That would have been good. Us all yelling at each other. But yeah, I mean,
6 picks sucked though. I had to reach on people I didn't want to reach on.
They gave you a B, which I thought is
Generous.
generous at
just
best.
very
Generous.
generous. Because I also got a B. I mean, not that my team's any good, but
Here's the thing. I don't think my team's bad, but I think with a better pick, my team would have been so much better.
I just want to establish. Let's go through your starting lineup officially.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got right now entering week 1.
with the highest grade.
Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, Tyreek Hill, Adrian Peterson, C.J. Anderson, Travis Kelce, and Robbie fucking Anderson.
Who shouldn't be there? It would be Devontae Parker. Keep that in mind.
Okay, but
'Cause-
still. So
'cause-
your 2 running backs are AP
Dinosaurs.
and C.J.
Yeah,
Anderson.
That's
weak
not
knees
good.
Anderson.
That's really bad.
Watch this though. They're gonna end up having like the greatest week of their lives.
If they become relevant again, I'll be so fucking pissed. Because as soon as we left our draft, I said Nick absolutely has the worst team.
all I'm going to say is there's no reason for AP not to be good.
There's a couple.
No,
Now,
Well, he's
there's no
old.
reason.
before we get into everyone else's team, I want a quick history. So, Mike, you've only been doing fantasy for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
It's your 3rd year with us. Nick, I've been doing it since a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
I did like
Daily.
before the first before the first year I was with you guys. I did like FanDuel and stuff, but that's
Yeah.
no like
Which is only
season
relevant like 4 years ago or so now.
Yeah.
Nick, how long have you been doing it? Probably maybe
Wow.
same time as me, sophomore in high school.
Wow.
That's when I remember first doing it.
I've only had one losing season, and that was
But
the year that I
my,
had
my,
3 injuries.
the bigger question is,
Yeah.
have you ever won the championship
No.
in any
Sounds
league?
like a lot of excuses. To
Yeah.
No excuses.
A lot of
No excuses.
couple injuries here.
My first, my
If you
my
go
worst
by
season.
the addition and subtraction minus, the
No,
tangent over the, I would have won last year.
I'm not saying my worst year. I'm not saying I would have even come remotely close to winning. That's not the argument. But my first, second, and third round picks were all out for 6 weeks minimum. So
There.
that put me in last place. I wasn't.
So
I'm
you
not
had a
saying I
good
was going to win
draft
it, but
then.
I had a bad year.
So Griff, you've been doing it for
I don't know,
ever
since
now.
middle school, I guess.
Wow.
But
Man, you've won the championship a few
no,
times.
it's actually my first championship. I lose the
Really?
championship.
Oh, so you
yearly.
make it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Chapman's League, I think it was. That's 3 years in a row I've lost the championship game.
That's
Really? Wow.
I'd be
Yeah.
pretty mad, yeah.
Do you get your money back at least in that league?
Buffalo Bills.
I get more than my money back,
Okay.
but it's the what you could win to what I end
Oh,
up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And
yeah,
just
yeah.
like the
That's the
absolute
worst.
trash of going to the championship.
Every year.
And there's only one year I should have my team was the best, and like Beckham got suspended for the championship. Cam
that
That
Newton
year.
was
sucks.
terrible at
That's
the
what
end of the
happened
year.
to
It
me
was
when
like
me and Kevin were in the championship.
Yeah.
it's
Beckham
one of those
fucking
things that just
suspension.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I wouldn't have won anyway. I mean, I got trashed by Chapman's team.
Well, you never know.
You never know. I mean, unless
never
Beckham
know.
had
Butterfly
45
effect, dude.
points.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened. Him and Landry won me to get into that game. They in the same game had like 45 points.
Yeah, Landry. That same week.
They both against each other had. I had them. Oh no, maybe it was the first round of the playoffs. They played against each other and combined in PPR had like 50 points.
That's crazy.
And I won by like 20 because of those two. So there's other leagues. I'd say I never really counted. Maybe like 6 times I've come in second place.
Yeah. I've won.
It's really disappointing.
I've won. I
hurts.
haven't won in my league yet. I've been like so far historically awful in our league now as a commissioner, but
doesn't
I've
have
won
any
a few other
receivers.
leagues.
If you want to trade, I need running backs.
So we're gonna go to Mike's team next, which might have the best fantasy name of Uncle Bobby B.
Why is
It's
it
not even fantasy related.
I don't-
I know. Did you ever see Transformers, the first movie?
Oh, I don't.
Years
It's
ago,
fucking
yeah.
Bernie Mac. He's at the car dealership. He's like, "You looking for a car? It's Uncle Bobby B, baby. It's Uncle Bobby B." It's fucking great.
That is. Wow.
So Mike's
Good
got
job. Good reference.
Big Ben, Golden Tate, Sammy Watkins, Dave Johnson, Fournette, Gronk, Mark Ingram in the starting lineup.
I hate
With Andrew Luck on the
Either
bench
way.
because he's hurt.
I'm a
You're
little.
starting-
It's not bad, but I'm surprised he got an A+ with the first overall.
He was the
pick.
best drafted.
That actually, I disagree with that.
I don't think he should have gotten an A+.
I don't think he should've
No
gotten the
offense,
best
but
draft.
I've,
No.
I've seen better teams not even get an A+.
Yeah. He's got Moncrief on the
I think
bench and Ertz too to keep
It
him
All
also
I know is
fa-
my team
factors
got a
in-
C last year, but
No, it doesn't
Best
matter.
team.
The grades are
it's
arbitrary. They're just talking points.
Yeah.
except for Tommy. Tommy always gets a bad grade. Tommy's
Yeah.
team always sucks.
Well,
He
yeah.
finally paid me
Oh, good.
right
That's
before
good.
the draft.
So for those out there, we have a friend Tom, and we establish in our league that last place of the regular season has to give first place of the regular season $25. So our friend tried to pay Griff in single dollar transactions on Venmo,
Venmo
to
flagged
get to 25.
Flagged it, locked his account, and then he refused to pay me until right the day of the draft.
That's
when they
amazing.
unlocked his account.
That's so fucking
That's
funny.
so great.
I was so mad. I was like, and then I texted him. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pay Rosa soon. Can you shoot me that last $14? He got $11 in singles. My phone was going nuts at work. I was like, what's going on? $1, $1, $1, $1. They thought his account was hacked, and he said no. So finally, like the day of, I finally got
There
it
you go.
when they unlocked his account. Finally,
I like your team, Mike. Though I mean, toss ups are Sammy Watkins can get a ball thrown to him by
Well,
Jared Goff.
no, Goff isn't that bad, but he has like the toughest cornerback matchup like every game.
Oh,
He's
yeah, in
got
that
Sherman
division.
twice.
Yeah,
He's got. They showed it on
I forget.
ESPN. It's like every game he plays, he's gonna be like matched up with like some of the top cornerbacks in the league. 'Cause I think they play the Giants too, so he's gonna be matched up against Jenkins.
yeah. Then we have
Something like
Fournette. Nick, Griff? What's your speculation?
I
on
think
Mr.
he'll
Fournette?
eventually be good, but he came out and said that the SEC was better than the NFL, was tougher than the NFL.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's not going to do well
Talking
for
a big
probably
game.
the first few weeks. But they're going to run the ball a lot because Bortles sucks.
It's true.
I just
Um,
didn't want to pick a Jaguar this year.
No, it'll
It's risky to pick a
and
bad-
playing Houston week 1 after the hurricane, and then him saying that also
Yeah.
just is a combination of
Oh crap.
volatility.
Well,
So like
Mike,
the first 2 weeks, he's not 2-3 weeks, and then he's gonna be really good eventually. Once
if
he
I
figures it
recall,
out.
that's the one that you kind of like it fucked up on you or something, and you picked him, or
no,
it was one
that
pick.
was Meech with Isaiah Crowell.
No, but he also had a
No,
moment
yeah.
like that too.
I forget who it was. I was about to pick somebody else, and the time ran out, and they picked him up.
yeah.
it's
That's
not
the
bad.
worst.
I just think the first like 2 or 3 weeks, just the adjustment, he's not gonna be
Yeah.
great,
I mean,
especially
He
against
also-
Houston.
He also had a hurt foot too. So
Mark Ingram is the other toss up. If I just didn't want to touch him, and I have him. in my
It's
one
gonna be a
league,
weird
but
dynamic.
AP and him.
Here's
In New Orleans,
Yeah,
here's what's gonna happen.
yeah. Is hopeful wishful thinking, or
he
This
thinks
is-
Mark Ingram's gonna get benched because he's gonna fumble.
No, that's not. No. You're putting words in my mouth.
here we
I'm
go.
just guessing.
Now he's
Who's New Orleans' week 1 opponent?
the Minnesota Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Historically, what happens when players return to the teams that drop them?
Dude, pretty historically good.
Historically good. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. Statistically, it's likely. And if he shreds Minnesota week 1, he will be the starter.
wait, out of those two, who would be the one to punch it into the end zone when they're on the goal?
I'm hoping it's not
Hey,
a Chris
Pe-
Johnson, Lendell
Peterson,
White.
but it's a half PPR. Ingram's gonna catch the ball more,
That's true.
Yeah,
and I mean, if Peterson can't stay healthy, it's gonna be Ingram.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Watch out for Alvin Kamara too.
yeah.
So
Back
we'll
of your
see.
head. Back of
We'll
your
see.
head. Keep that in your mind.
But
We'll see.
Golden Tate, solid.
Yeah,
I like
a
my
good
Golden
pick.
Taint. That's what I should change my name to.
Golden Tate. Now we have Chiquiz on my face, Mr. Ryan,
That's a reboot name. I had that when I originally had him on my team.
Philip
Years
Rivers, Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins, Amir Abdullah, Duke Johnson,
That's
Greg
bad.
Olson, and Fitzgerald. With
See, I like
Ajayi
your
on the
team.
bench, Rogers on the bench.
Jacquizz Rodgers on the bench.
Jacquizz Rodgers.
He's the starter until
Until
I
he
don't
comes
know,
back.
but I don't know because Doug Martin hasn't been good since his rookie year.
Yeah, so
But I'm gonna have to trade for a running back at some
Yeah.
point. I wasn't. I kept saying I refuse to reach for a shitty running back.
Hopkins was the one that I was telling myself I'm not taking this year because he's
Yeah.
got all the fucking talent in the world. But I think I took him last year in one of my leagues and just
Oh,
didn't.
Osweiler
I
just
mean,
couldn't hit him with the
yeah.
ball.
Aston Mouthweiler was.
yeah.
I mean, he was good with Brian Hoyer, so I'm assuming Savage is gonna at least throw him the ball.
Is
That's all you
he
gotta do.
named the starter, Savage?
I
Which
think
one?
for now, and then
Okay.
Watson. But Watson, the Clemson connection.
I mean, talk shit about Assweiler, but smartest businessman in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
He was
right?
fucking unemployed with 17 million guaranteed, something like that.
He's on the Broncos now, right?
Now he is, but he
Yeah.
signed a fucking $800,000 contract.
He didn't need the money.
Fine,
No,
who
one was
cares?
he
paying
doesn't
him
need
any
it.
money. The Browns traded for him and got a second.
They
round
bought
pick.
a second round pick.
Yeah,
They bought a second
just
round pick.
eating
Yeah.
the money.
It's crazy.
They have the cap space.
Yeah, that was the first salary dump in the NFL.
Yeah. Greg Olson, I had in like 2 of my 3 leagues last year. I'm kind of just over him. I didn't want to have to pick him
I love him.
again.
No, he's gonna be great again.
He's always okay. He just never. I felt like never did enough more.
He goes for over 1,000 yards every
Yeah.
year and at least 4 touchdowns.
Three
Three
yeah,
or four
4
touchdowns.
touchdowns. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The touchdowns are.
Yeah, but he has 1,000 yards every year. What other tight ends have 1,000 yards every year?
Well, let's get to the GOAT. So, the GOAT is my team. All the potential in the world.
I'll trade
You
you.
do.
I'll trade you a receiver
So we got
for a running back.
Drew
No, your
Brees.
running
I've never
backs.
taken a quarterback early in a fantasy league in my entire life. Until
That's a
this
good
year.
pick. Drew Brees is a good pick.
Terrell Pryor Sr. What the fuck? I don't even know his name. Tyrell
He's good.
Williams.
He'll be good.
LaShawn McCoy, because Nick didn't pick him, which I was surprised about.
I
So
don't
he fell
trust
to
him.
me at 7.
I don't trust him. David
he's gonna
Johnson.
get, he's
I
gonna
don't
get
trust
more
either.
workload this year. Jordan Howard, who I kind of didn't want to take, but I saw him there. I'm a second pick. Tyler Eifert, Paul Perkins in the starting lineup.
Paul Perkins in your starting
Absolutely.
lineup.
Because I had Willie Snead, who I took early for whatever reason,
He was
and
suspended
he's suspended now.
prior, I think, to the draft.
Kendall Wright, Jamal Williams on the bench, Jeremy Hill. Yeah.
You have Paul Perkins starting.
I like where my team's at, just my receivers are what scare the shit out of me.
I was gonna trade you for a running back, but I
What's that?
don't really
As of-
see much in the running
As
back.
of right now, Paul Perkins, he's the guy running the ball. If he's at least a starter.
Yeah.
Orleans
he's the
Stark was gonna get the touchdowns though. No one's running the ball well on this team. Let's be real here.
My hypothesis is if the fucking line can block, I think we have a good shot at repeating
That
the
is
Patriots
a
Giants Super Bowl.
large if, my friend.
My favorite if
Don't-
though to that is that there was some fucking stupid stat where it was like somehow Eric Hart was like the
Bobby
one.
Hart.
Yeah, Bobby Hart was
You combine the
Eric
names there.
Bobby
Eric Hart.
Bobby Hart was the fucking
Bobby
one
Flowers.
tackle that didn't
Allow pressure.
yeah.
Yeah,
like
but
that's weird because he's been historically fucking buns, but
he's the right I mean, yeah, but Eli's gonna be getting rammed from behind every play.
Yeah.
So good luck with that.
he's the flex, so we'll see what happens.
You can always change.
Well, Rose's team's losing this week.
Yeah, but to who?
Who are you playing?
I don't even know.
Versus Parlo, who's
Oh,
Gronk
our
got
friend
me a
Noonan.
big 4 points. So
yeah, that was rough.
good.
That was rough. There were so many times they
Really
fed him
good
the
third
ball
round pick
and it just
there.
didn't work out.
I know.
He had a touchdown.
Well, there was also a couple times that they were fucking holding him.
Yeah.
Nothing was called. But
I'm praying Eifert comes back big.
He gets hurt every year though. So good luck.
No,
with
he
that.
only got hurt last year.
and he was hurt his rookie year.
Yeah, but then the year before that, he had a fucking stout year.
I have two big
the year before
fears
his
this week.
rookie year.
No.
yeah, in college he
Year
was
before.
awesome.
He was.
He was
I have
awesome.
no grounds for that. What, Nick? What's your two?
I fear two things. Chris has the Buffalo defense going against the trash bag Jets.
No, that's also a very bad team. That's gonna be.
I know, but you never know.
I wouldn't even take a kicker in that game,
You never know.
and I have a kicker
scared.
in that game.
You
Playing, 'cause
bench-
that's all I could get.
yeah, but going against
It's a
the
wild
Jets.
card. It's a wild card. You never know.
Who's the starting quarterback? Is Hackenberg the
I
starter?
don't even know. I literally
Count.
couldn't tell he was on the
Okay.
Jets team. In my mind, it's still Sanchez. Anyways,
I might pick
be
up
a better
I might
option.
pick up the Chargers kicker though.
Why?
You don't know what his name is?
No.
It's Young Ho Koo.
No, it's not.
It's Young Ho.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Young Ho Koo.
I like that a lot. I didn't know that.
He's South Korean, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
His
Damn.
name's Young Ho,
Young Ho.
and it's spelled exactly
Ho.
how you
Yeah.
think it would be spelled.
That's awesome.
What's your other point, Nick?
I pray that Le'Veon scores less than 40 points against the Cleveland defense.
No. Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's
and
a
he-
big prayer.
He has not touched the ball yet. He is completely
He's going to
fresh.
destroy. Literally, possibly 200-yard game.
Or he might tear his hamstring.
At least,
I
I don't wish that on anyone, so I don't want
neither
that.
do I. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you haven't practiced at all. Yeah.
That's true.
I do want to quickly establish before we segue to our next topic who has the best and worst team. I think
Fair.
Nick has the worst team.
No,
I don't think I have the
of
worst
the four
team.
of us.
Yeah, we're just
Oh,
doing
yeah.
four of us. Yeah.
Even you think my team's worse than
Actually-
Brandon's? Yeah,
actually, wait,
yeah.
Here, here's my
Take a
team.
Take a step back.
You think my team's worse?
I think
than
my team's better than Brandon's.
what?
I think my team's bad. But I do think it's better
and
than
I think
yours.
I like Mike's team out of all of us.
I
By the way, I'm also in a tough division.
I might go with
By the
Mike
way.
as well. think
I like
might have
Mike's
the best
team. I'll give Mike the best.
Plus, at the end of the day, as long as David Johnson does what he keeps doing, you can
Yeah.
have a bad rest of your team. It'll be fine.
No, this is a toss up here.
I can't believe. Oh my god, this is demoralizing. I was convinced you had the worst team.
Let me look.
Team's not bad. Tyreek Hill put up 23 points.
You know
Kelsey
what?
put up 8.
Yeah.
We'll go from there. I got Rodgers and Nelson.
actually, other than Paul Perkins, I like your starting lineup better.
Thank you.
Overall team, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to tell.
It's tough.
I feel like your running backs last year
Look-
were really good,
yeah, look-
and you have Drew Brees.
Drew Brees, LaShawn's getting more
The
carries
Paul
this
Perkins
year.
and the Robbie Anderson. I think I like Robbie Anderson better than Paul Perkins though, because someone has to catch the ball at some point on
Well,
that team
It's hopefully going to be
down the
Snead.
field.
At some point. Hopefully.
I
That's
picked
what
him
I'm
on
the
hoping
Jets.
for.
I picked
Someone's
him in my
gotta
other
catch
league because he's the guy right now.
He is the guy.
I can't stop looking at your eye right now.
I know.
Like,
Oh yeah, I didn't bring that up. Fuck.
Shit his pants.
Oh yeah, I didn't. We didn't even talk about that before you got here. I fucking took a sneeze and popped the goddamn
I
blood
sneezed
vessel in
hard
my
yesterday,
eye.
My left arm throbbed for 10 minutes. I was in pain. Like I was in legitimate pain.
And that's Fantasy 2017. Now one of us is gonna have this beautiful trophy.
Well, maybe not one of the four of us.
Definitely not.
Wait,
me.
let's see who has the
Never
worst
touched
team in
the
our
egg.
league.
It's bad luck.
Let's see.
Take a peeker.
Let me take.
I'm going to say without looking, Dan.
No.
Damn.
Wait, the Steelers are playing the Browns this week?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my saving grace then.
That's what I'm saying. This is going to be a train wreck of a week. Or Cleveland comes out and starts off a 10-6 season.
What's time?
I think Roethlisberger will do good no matter what.
They've always done good.
He's also
He's got
throwing
a
to the
team.
best receiver in the
Oh,
league.
yeah.
So as long as you put the ball in his direction, he's going to get points.
You
You know,
think
actually,
Antonio Brown
Tommy's
is better than
team.
Julio?
Tommy's team's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of you guys might
Yeah.
have the worst team in the league.
Nick has the worst team in the league.
We'll
I don't
see.
know. Based on the
We'll see.
draft.
I'm
it's
just
been
happy
bad.
fucking football's back.
Me
I don't
too.
give a fuck. It's opening weekend. Let's get that money.
I'm not as confident with this team. I agree. I can live with it.
I was going to be in Florida in Disney watching the Giants beat the Cowboys, and because of a fucking Irmagad hurricane,
Irmagad.
I'm not going to be there.
Rough.
Sorry, buddy.
You have like tickets and everything.
Well, we rescheduled for
Oh,
the
okay.
first week in October.
Hopefully,
If there's a
still-
Florida left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that
Disney is
stinks.
like inland, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
But I'm kind of good for them giving the teams off to get their families out. But playing 16 weeks in a row,
It's going to be
Oh,
very
the
hard.
Dolphins are gonna be bad because of that, and
Very
Bucs are gonna
tough.
be bad.
and I have Jay Ajayi, and I was like, great. I don't have to worry about taking him out the rest of the year. But running back playing 16 straight weeks is probably
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah, and they feed him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gets, especially with
oh, wouldn't it be 15 straight weeks?
No.
they got-
it's
The good
16.
No,
thing-
this is their bye week.
They're
week
using this
one.
as their bye week, and they're going to play
Because
16
it
straight
worked
weeks.
out that they both had the same
Oh, yeah,
bye
they-
week.
week 11.
What I thought they should have done was change the venue, and then all the proceeds from
Exactly.
that game go.
Yeah,
to
why did
Hurricanes.
they
Something
not
like
just
that.
go play somewhere else?
Why didn't
Why not use St. Louis?
Well, because they didn't. I think they would have gone to Georgia, but Georgia's going to get hit too. So it's like
No, but
They should
anywhere.
have just had 2 Monday night games.
they already do. They would have played it
Yeah.
Friday. They would have played it
Yeah,
Friday.
opening weekend.
They
They
could
always
have
do.
technically played it Friday. 'Cause
Yeah.
by Friday you would have been out. You would have had your family out by.
I mean, I guess bumping up to Thursday would have been unfair, but
I think Friday would have been the best bet because there was nothing
Yeah.
else on. You still would have got ratings, and you could have all the proceeds could have gone to hurricane
Yeah.
relief. You still get your bye week, and
Everyone's happy.
Everyone,
It's the best
everyone's
situation you
happy,
could have.
But now
yeah.
you got to play 16 straight weeks. It's good; they could be with their families, but at the same time, is it really
Yeah.
a bye week? I mean, if you had Friday off, you'd still be with them during the hurricane. By that point, I would assume all your stuff would have been you would have evacuated like a week ago. But
yeah.
we'll see.
Would you rather? And I thought of this one as a kind of team topic day. And I want everyone to go back in time, right? Knowing what you do now, but you have to make a decision in your life when you're coming out of the womb. So think of you coming out of your mother,
No,
Just picture it.
You put it
and
that way.
think
That's
it
kind of weird.
coming out. Now, you have two options. You can either one,
Go back
only you can go back. Option three. Option three, go back in. Option one, you can only watch sports. Right? Option two, you can only play sports. But you cannot do both. So for the rest of your
Well,
life, you have to
one-
either
As a kid, it would suck, and being older, the other one would suck.
That's what I'm saying. So now we have to make it. Now you have to make a decision for the rest of your life. You're picking. Remember, coming out of your mother, you have to
Stop
pick.
saying that.
Picture it. Only play sports or only watch sports.
Do you
Or go back in.
Yeah.
or go back in.
what doesn't constitute as sports? Like for instance, if I go to the gym and lift weights, is that sports?
No,
Okay,
you can wait. You can
I
wait.
can't even like play pickup games.
Nope.
I can't just go out and dribble and shoot in my own hoop.
I will allow you to play a sport by yourself. That's it.
So tiddlywinks.
Yeah. Basically, basically the only sport. What you can shoot a basketball, or throw a football and then go
All
run
right,
and catch it.
guess I'm playing a lot of Madden.
When I was younger, I
Play
played a lot
solitaire.
of wiffle ball by myself.
Okay, there you go. Just hit the ball.
You can play solitaire.
So that's not a sport.
How do esports?
No,
count?
we're not. I fuck you. I was going there
Full
next.
basketball by myself. I would watch sports because I do that anyway, and you know the whole sports thing didn't really work out for me anyway.
Listen, I get
I'm
that.
a big fan of couch sitting, eating. and
So am I.
drinking.
So I thought at first this was an easy choice, but then I
Oh,
thought
it's not easy.
No,
Not an easy choice.
I'm just saying. Go from where I am now. Obviously, I'm watching sports. This body's not built to play sports anymore. But then I thought of
Childhood.
where am
Was it
I?
ever built to play sports
No.
in the first place?
I got the build. Just never did anything with it. I was like, where am I now? And all the people I talk to now, 90% of them started with fucking sports. I know fucking you two because of sports. I know this idiot because of elementary school.
Oh well, then
somehow,
because of
but-
that, I'm going back. I'm not doing sports.
Nick's going all the way back
kidding,
in
I'm
option
kidding.
3. But I'm just saying, think about all the friendships you made, right? Because of
Yeah.
sports. Think about all the decisions you made because of sports. All the people you,
All right, what-
playoffs.
Here's what I would.
Playoffs.
Now
what
here's
if-
how
what if
I.
you're just
No,
a
you're right,
stat
though. You're right.
person?
Here,
You're just a stat person.
You can be a stat boy.
I got it in my head now.
All
This
right.
is how it would work.
Yeah.
I have the luxury of having a cousin who's the same age as me, who played all the same sports as me, and has a lot of the same friends as me. So I would watch sports and just piggyback off of him.
And who is that?
It's Kevin.
Oh yeah, we
Who's
didn't
that?
mention that Griff is Kevin's cousin. Remember foreplay?
That's true. We didn't say.
I'm
say
actually
that
using
at
his
all.
mic.
Yeah.
I'm spitting all over it too. By the way,
Who's that weird kid that follows us to all the games?
That's Ryan.
I would have just piggyback. I could just watch sports.
Live
I
vicariously
would
through
be
him.
in the same spot I am now.
You probably
I
would've
would
been
know
chubby
way
as
more
fuck,
too.
yeah.
I would have I would have way more knowledge. I have way more time on my hands to just type shit up.
Yeah.
I'd be coming up with things. I'd be the sports genius right now. And I would still have the same friends. Be like, hey, Kev, what are you doing this weekend?
You
I'll come
think
hang out
that?
with you guys.
Wait, is he that kid that follows you to all the games? He's a fucking weirdo. We're not bringing him
I'll
anywhere.
come take stats of your pickup game.
I would have announced all the games.
Just watching Griff sit there with a fucking notebook at like 8 years old while Kevin plays
I would
basketball
have
with
been
his
like,
friends.
what's his name? The kid who used to turn himself into a pretzel on the bench at the basketball.
Oh my god.
His name Tommy Moriarty? No,
I don't
that's a different
remember.
kid.
Tom Walker.
Tom Walker.
Yeah.
I would have been Tom
Yeah.
Walker. I would have had my legs crossed real weird.
Oh my
I'd just been
goodness.
sitting there.
Number
poor
one
kid.
memory of that kid is 7th grade. He fucking eats a mango colored crayon and he was just like, actually tastes like mango. Just like, yeah,
God.
all right.
He got a
Same
mention.
thing.
Think about he got a mention because of all of
He
the
did.
historic things
He
he did.
did.
So hey,
Remember,
I would have
did something
I
right.
would have used Kevin.
Now,
I
would
would have
we-
used Kevin
would-
to be friends with all
Would
you
we
guys.
have remembered you as the stat boy? I would know you as the stat boy.
Sit there with the pencil, just like flicking it while you guys.
Hey,
Well,
Kevin,
Rose,
what's your-
in the paint, you were, you were
I was
more efficient when you got in the paint and backed in.
I was a presence. All right. I'm thinking about my skills on the field.
He would back you down and then completely miss a layup.
I was stout at defense. Maybe if I felt like jumping,
He would
Being
foul.
good at defense is just another word for saying that you suck at offense.
I could have. Yeah, no, was never good.
What
on
That's
I
really
would
offense.
good
do-
at
What I would
defense.
do is I would play in the paint, and I would just wear down Dan Minich's thighs with my legs. I would just run up to him and box him out with my hip right into his thighs every time. Wear him down.
No matter the memories.
You just gotta pinch the back. of your
Oh
leg.
God, yeah, we would do that.
Back in-
I'd have to watch. I can't not watch sports at this
Yeah,
point.
no, I
Like it's no. Granted, I have a big hole in the childhood.
Yeah.
Like think about that. We all grew up playing sports, no matter what. I mean, Mike was dancing with fairies, playing soccer.
I'm
or
lucky.
something.
I had a cousin who played all the same sports and has a lot of the same.
Here we
friends
go.
as
He's
me.
just gonna live through
Ah,
Kevin.
I'm just gonna live. I'm gonna use Kevin.
We'll see what Kevin has to say about that when he comes back. But
They probably
Yeah,
say
you probably would have had a lot of leftover built up energy and anger as a kid.
that's what I'm saying.
Probably would have taken it out on your own dick.
But this is
I knew he was
yeah.
gonna say that.
Well,
I
this
know.
is-
I knew that's where that was going.
Now, Nick, what would you do without the presence of pocket pool in your life as a sport? I mean, you're so historically good at pocket
How
pool.
would you know?
He tells me.
He's sarcastic right now.
He
So
uses
you guys
the,
No.
have late,
He uses
late night phone calls.
he uses the
and
other
you-
pocket
Yeah.
on Nick's pants.
Oh God.
You guys have late night phone calls, and he tells you about his adventures in pocket pool.
He loves it, you know.
That's how we got through the SATs,
Pocket pool. Loving that sport.
the ACTs, his first exam,
The STDs.
That,
his first job
I was
interview,
trying to think of an acronym. I couldn't do it.
that was
first
good.
job interview, second job interview.
Mike, where you at? Because you played soccer, and that's it.
Football.
You never played football.
Yeah, no, he played
That's-
football.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, he played football.
Oh my God.
And
Fucking abomination.
Because it makes sense.
I'm with you, Mike.
Yes.
I'm with you.
better
So
than
what-
it's
well,
better
what are
than
we-
hand oval. Is that what we're gonna call it? Hand egg, football,
Yeah, egg ball.
egg ball,
Egg ball.
I don't
hand
know.
oval.
How about you call it something that you actually
Listen,
do in the
No,
fucking game?
hold on. I want to blow everyone's mind for a second. Now, think about this. I think about this all the time. All right, we're gonna have a whole talk about this one day. You just said egg ball, right? And that sounds so fucking stupid, right?
I said hand oval.
Oh, hand over, right? And that sounds fucking stupid. However, if that's what it was originally called, it
No one
wouldn't
would
be
doubt
weird.
it. Yep.
no,
now-
that would
now think
still
about this.
sound weird.
No, now think about this. Switch these two meanings and words. Poop and the color purple. If we grew up and
What?
poop was the color purple, it wouldn't be weird.
It wouldn't,
but
no.
purple would be dirty.
Yeah.
Does that blow your mind?
No.
a little bit. It
Yeah,
sounds
see?
so weird.
No, because it would be normal that
It would be
purple
normal,
was
exactly.
what comes out of your
If
asshole.
they called
Yeah.
it pigskin, I think that would work.
I like that. I would allow that. That doesn't sound too weird either. I'm just saying.
That's what people call it anyway.
Mike, where are you
Don't
at?
touch it.
No, you can't touch it because you've never even come close. You did. You were in
don't
the
even
championship.
look at it.
I'm not. Everybody has touched it. I'm not touching
Yeah.
it. It's bad luck.
Yeah, see, in Chapman's league, only one person touched the trophy was John Pett, and his dog shit team won the championship.
There you go.
His team got hot.
I already touched
He
it,
won
so
the
I took
championship
the
with a
first
below 500 record.
Oh my God.
Given I won a lot of games in that league just because everyone had their worst week against
There you
me,
go.
and I made it to the championship, so neither one of us had any right of being
Capable.
in that game.
Well, we also, which is not here, we have the last place trophy, which is a little toilet bowl that Tommy, our friend Tom, took home because he was last place.
Oh,
last
if he got
year.
to take that home.
I didn't really have a choice. He was
just
taking it.
Dude, he was loving it the day
He
of the
loved it,
draft.
yeah.
It was near him the entire
That's.
time.
I'll give him that bad luck. Let him hold on to the fucking toilet bowl so he can keep it next year.
Well, his team's not that bad this year.
Yeah, but
I want Christian McCaffrey so bad.
you missed
I'm
him.
so mad that he got him like 2 picks before me.
Nick, you watching sports or you playing sports for your life?
If I live to 60, 70, 80, that's going to be a good 60 years of watching sports versus 20 years of playing sports. I got to go with watching
And if
sports.
that, you got to subtract like the first like 5. you were
Exactly.
Really playing.
So
it was,
I
like,
got to go with
15
watching
years.
sports.
And like competitively, how much did you play?
Yeah,
That saved you injuries.
it just I'm thinking about
Heartache.
the
My
friendships
hips
and shit.
and
people.
ankles wouldn't be like this. Well, I mean, you're saying I get to go back with my knowledge, or I'm going back and just starting fresh. Because I'm going back with my knowledge, then I'll still be friends with you guys. Just find a different medium.
you're
to
starting
do so.
over.
Starting over. Well, fuck you guys then.
But
Yeah.
then again, I
I'm kidding.
probably
I'll
would
make
have been
different
I'm
friends.
kidding.
invested in my other hobbies that could probably help me out now, like
More
playing-
than sports, yeah.
playing
The
soccer
time
is
you would
not
have
doing
used.
anything
I'm
for
telling you,
me
I
now.
would be the top sports analyst because I would just be one of those fucking losers. Just
Kevin Matthews,
how
5
many
foot
rushing
10.
yards did he have inside? How many rushing touchdowns did he have when it was raining on a Sunday afternoon in October? You know, I would know things like that.
One and there was a full moon.
Yeah.
watching.
I would know
Mike, are you watching too?
Oh, I'm a player.
No, you're not. You're gonna be a pocket pool player.
Yeah, well, you guys are watching.
Okay, so you're gonna play.
No, I'm watching.
I'd have
that's
stats.
right.
I would have stats for that.
So
When the wind blows
Can you-
northeast on a Tuesday afternoon.
Can he hold the stroke while switching hands?
see, I hate that he hasn't done it to you yet, but this fucking dick just did it to me, where he'll just wink at like us sporadically through the podcast. Like they don't see it.
Or
You don't
he'll
see it at home,
play fucking footsie with
That's
you.
an accident. That's a
No,
genuine
fuck.
accident.
but he'll just start winking.
Is this someone's leg?
That's the table.
All right, good.
Don't
All
touch
right.
the fucking table.
We kind of
I'm
touched
gonna wrap
on
my
it,
leg around it.
but I want to know. The question for Do You Know is, do you know how to play any sports? I want to go through our histories of what we've played, how good we were. I know I'm the best athlete here,
It's fair.
You
but
pop the blood vessel. Sneeze.
all right, I'm a little washed up now. Right, entering my mid-20s.
I remember, I think it was 2 years
You
ago,
popped the
someone
blood
on the Yankees pulled a muscle in their back from sneezing.
That sucks.
I
That's fucking
thought I tore
stupid.
my shoulder up sneezing the other day. So,
I'd wake up and be so mad. I sneezed and hurt myself.
I mean, now I wake up every morning, everything cracks. Kevin makes fun of me every time we hang out because we'll get up in the morning and I
you guys
just
sleep in the same
That's
bed.
what I was.
You
hang
sleep
out.
in the same bed.
we
that he is,
lightly spork, you know.
Spork.
Not a big deal. Spork meaning I sleep on one couch, he sleeps on the other. Nick plays pocket pool in the corner. Nick, what'd you
Not
play?
sure how that.
Well, I started off flag football. You know.
As everyone here but Mike, right?
As-
I didn't play flag football. I didn't start till Pee Wee.
Really? Shit.
Oh,
That was
wow.
me. I was only a baseball player.
Oh, we'll get to that.
I was
Slash
Okay.
soccer.
QB. in flag
Quarterback Nesser.
football. I was QB till the end of Mighty Mites.
Fun fact: he's still the same size for when he played my.
I was very close.
He still he literally has the same shirts that he could still fit in today from Mighty My Football, right?
No, that's not true.
What's
can-
the shirts that you wear?
I have shirts from 2005 that I fit in. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, maybe that
I
wasn't
don't have
Mighty
shirts
Mite.
from
That's like
2012.
fifth grade.
I don't have shirts from
That's like
2012.
fifth
that I can
grade.
still fit in.
Yeah, I have shirts from 5th grade that I
got
fit in.
Fat.
I played t-ball. I played baseball for a little while. I wasn't that good at baseball, but I took a break from that. Played Mighty Mites, played all the way up. I never got to play with like you guys up until 8th grade because I was always in the division above. Like you guys were in junior, not you, but like Matthews and Parlow and stuff.
I
They were
was
in,
always
like,
a
junior Pee-wee.
division above because of my fucking weight.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
annoying.
I was because of my age.
I only played 3 years above one.
I played all my life till high school, almost.
Exactly. So like everyone would be junior Pee-wee, I'd be Pee-wee. Everyone was junior midget. I was midget.
Yeah, that's why
You
I think
know?
I kind of got discouraged and stopped playing because it was like
Your
all the
friends
people I
weren't
was hanging
playing,
out
yeah.
with. I was with the fucking bigger kids who could fucking torch me.
Exactly.
That's why the weight limits are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Should be by
No,
age. It's not your fault that you're 6'2".
Yeah, I didn't ask for that.
220 pounds. Like there's kids that are in great shape that just happen to be larger. I get it in some aspects, but like Dylan McDonald should not be.
I mean, it still
should have
doesn't
been a
make
midget his
sense.
whole
I mean,
life.
that's how it works the rest of your life anyway. Like in high
By
school,
age, it's not by-
somebody
yeah.
might have a fucking like 6.
That's why you're
4'2",
discouraging
like,
kids
monster
from.
on
That's
their
why you
team.
discourage a lot of kids from playing because it's like, well, I want to play with my friends, and I want to like my second year. I should have moved. They got rid of junior midget. I should have played midgets. I had to lose weight that I didn't have at that point to play just because I was like, I don't know. I'm
It's
not
kind of torturous that you ask
know,
kids to do that.
I don't know enough. I don't have enough experience to play
With the-
with Dylan McDonald and like
kids that are
Andrew,
huge,
Andrew Caston and all those kids. I would have got killed up there.
which would have just discouraged you from playing.
Yeah, I would have been like, I can't do this shit. Like, because my first year I contemplated quitting because I was fat. I didn't know what I was doing, and I wasn't any good. I got good toward the end of the year, but I was not good. So that's why I didn't like. They changed it a little bit. I think the weight limits are different. I think it's more by age.
Oh,
So,
that's good. That's a positive
'Cause I think
change.
they're moving away from that because, I mean, you were playing in midgets.
Yeah, I was playing fucking midgets at like fucking 11 because I was like 6'2" and I just
There's some
weighed
kids-
so much because
there's
my
some
fucking
kids who were
size.
just so big they weren't even allowed to play. They were
Yeah.
too heavy.
Nick, so you played football.
played
I'm sorry for
Well,
it.
no, you're good.
You're good.
Pissed me off.
I played football my whole life up until senior year. You know, the whole time. I wrestled for a little bit in middle school, a little bit in high
Oh my
school.
god, that's right.
And then I stopped because I versed some kid and I got an oil change, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Describe in detail what an oil
I'm not going to
change
describe
is.
in detail.
He stuck his thumb in your butt.
Exactly. I had him in a position where I was winning, like I was about to get him on his back, and in an act of desperation, in an attempt to get out, he did what
Well,
he
you
had
had
to
to
do.
stop playing because you liked it, right? So you realize this is
Yeah, of course.
This
No.
isn't competitive anymore.
but I
This
was
is
like-
now, this is now a sport of
Sex
pleasure.
hobby.
It wasn't. No, you're right. At that moment, it wasn't
No,
competitive.
that shit's the stories I used to hear is fucking atrocious.
That's what I mean. Like, you want to win. But
But
first of all, you
that's
shouldn't
fucking-
cheat.
yeah.
Second of all, like, how low are you willing to go to win,
I
even
would-
if you're cheating?
I would
anyway?
bug
pretty
the
low.
fuck
I
out.
went pretty low.
I'm surprised you
Physically
didn't
and
like.
figuratively.
I did. I yelled at the rep. I was like, this guy just.
He
You know,
stuck his thumb in my ass.
I was like,
No, I'm surprised you didn't like
And
strike him.
meanwhile-
I was ready to, but I fortunately
I feel
didn't.
like there's. I mean,
got
no offense
sodomized.
to anybody, but I feel like there's so many freaks in that sport that kid was probably smiling and smelling his thumb as he was walking.
Probably some BS like
Was
that.
he
I
also
wouldn't
the
doubt
kid
it.
that didn't wear deodorant all day? Because that was also
don't
a
know.
strategy.
This was-
they
this
wouldn't
wasn't
wear
like
deodorant,
a-
so they would just
Oh
stink.
my god.
This
And
wasn't
the whole
like our
gym would
team.
stink.
Ugh.
This was like Jackson, or it was a red team. It
I
was a
just
red
remember
singlet.
going into like
Maybe you just
the
saw red
gyms
after he
Saw
stuck his thumb
red
in your
after,
butt.
yeah.
when they would like practice. I was like, this is like torture. They'd crank the temperature so
Yeah,
these fucking
yeah.
guys would have to
They-
lose weight.
yeah,
I was
and
like, this is
They practiced in that small gym.
Yeah.
and
The
they
auxiliary
fucking-
one. It's
they
98
broke
degrees
the
in there.
clock, so you didn't know how much time went by.
it's
You just
torture.
grinded, yeah.
To mentally,
Yeah.
to mentally destroy you.
But I mean, there's a reason they've been so good. You know, like
Yeah.
they're worked to the bone, but they're a good team.
Did you play anything else?
I played baseball for a little bit. Revisited in 8th grade, made All Stars. Just want to put that out there.
Wow.
In the AAA, I wasn't the junior senior league. There were like the two leagues. There was like a AAA junior senior. I was AAA,
Okay.
but I pitched a game and I threw 2 strikeouts, throwing a grand speed of 54 miles an hour
Wow.
or
Something
something
like
like
a little
that.
off-speed stuff.
Yeah,
Which was your
my
fastball.
throws were so bad. My throws were so bad.
That's why you're so good.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. It was like EFIS pitches every pitch. I went out for soccer for like one day, but in 8th grade
No.
counts for like nothing though. Basketball I played all my life as well, but never for school. I never played basketball
Rec.
for school at all. Yeah, it was always racking. It was always with you guys and stuff, and that was a good way of staying healthy as well. I almost went to a Tai Chi class once. I wouldn't count that as a sport, but almost went to that.
I mean, it probably is, but
It is.
Almost went to that.
you.
I have no words for that.
We had that dodgeball tournament.
Yeah, where Nick almost
Years
fought
back.
all of our friends. Actually, Nick
No,
almost
no.
struck
No,
Kevin Matthews.
That was
Remember
informal.
foreplay?
That was informal, but like we did this like one tournament through Parlo.
Oh yeah, we did do that. Cafe
Yeah.
Bolzania.
Yeah. Cafe Balzania. Yeah, that was the real. That was a real tournament.
I
Want
was
some pasta?
not. I forget why. I think
Lasagna?
that was during baseball season when you guys
Yeah.
did
It
that.
was like winter, I think.
Okay,
I played-
never mind. I have
It
no
wasn't
idea what I was doing.
Track.
then.
Track and field.
Oh yeah, Nick did track. You did everything.
I did a little bit of everything. I tried everything except for like the rich people sports like hockey or something.
Wait, I might have been too cool for you guys then.
Griff, what did you play? If you were too cool,
No, I said I might have been too cool for you guys
Oh,
during the dodgeball
yeah, maybe.
tournament. You guys,
Something like that.
I'm just kidding.
fuck you.
You guys are too cool for me.
What did you play? You played a little bit of everything too, right?
Yeah, I played baseball and soccer first.
Oh, really?
A lot of handballs. I kicked a lot of shins. I was not good. I wanted to be goalie.
lot
They
of
wouldn't put me in goal. Yeah,
I would have been goalie. That would have been cool.
I would have been a better goalie because I was useless out on the field. So I kicked a lot of shins.
How long
when I
did you
was
play
little.
soccer for?
Longer than I should have. I played soccer and baseball. I think soccer since I was like 3 or 4.
Damn.
Until I was like probably 7 or 8. I played baseball from when I was 6 until the end of high school. By the end of high school, I was like, I'm so done with playing this sport. I hated it. Football, I
you were
played.
good at it though, weren't you?
Yeah, until the end. And I was like, I'm not very good. Struck out quite a bit my senior year. Made a couple errors. Dan hates me. I kind of ruined the game for him. It wasn't all my fault, but whatever. I played football from 6th grade to the end of high school. We played flag football for intramural and
Yeah.
for some shitty league with James
College.
where we got
yeah.
absolutely mauled last year.
That's funny.
It was this year. It was in the winter. And then I played basketball, but like just rec. I wasn't any good. I couldn't hit a.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
I was a really good rebounder.
Yeah.
Really good defense. Hit all my layups.
We
Score maybe 6-7 points a game.
we weren't exactly the stellar shooters.
No. I could hit mid range. I was mid range. Elbows. Shot from the elbows.
There you go.
layups.
That's it.
Couple stuffs. Nice defense.
Yeah.
Good rebounding. That was really all I could do. Tried out for the middle school team once, and I didn't make it. So
either.
I just like, you know what? I don't need it. I don't need them. So yeah, I play, and I like to play like pickup stuff whenever I can.
I'll play pick up anything. I mean, really, if with a group of people. Like we had the stupid fucking moment where I'll go to you next, Mike, about soccer, where the World Cup in 2011 in
Wait,
high school,
wait.
and we had like fucking 50 people out there playing soccer.
I
We
almost
all bought the
broke my
FIFA
ankle.
video
I broke
games.
Zach's nose.
We
I was there for that. I
Mike
was there
broke
for
a
that.
friend's
Yeah.
nose.
I was there for that.
I sprained an ankle.
I
know we were
almost-
playing
I
football
sprained an
the one
ankle
time.
with
Yeah.
Kale because I was the king of the slide tackle. That's all I did.
Yeah,
Scored 1 goal.
yeah, you remember?
I slid tackle, and then Kale got mad that I had a really nice slide tackle on him that he came from behind and got me. And I was in quite a bit of pain for about a couple weeks. And everyone
Okay.
knows my ankles are not good.
My
I
ankles are
got
bad
paper
too.
thin ankles.
Yeah.
I've rolled my ankle walking. So
I sprained my ankles, I think 3 times now in my life.
I've
Thankfully, I
done
haven't
it
done it in a long.
a lot, like at least 6 on each.
I ever
did.
No, probably 3 on each.
Damn.
3 or 4 on each. Just rolling it though. I mean, countless times.
Pick up.
You got
Good time.
cankles.
No, they're just super thin. They're like the opposite of cankles.
You play any
Chicken
other
nugs.
sports, Griff?
I like water polo,
Yeah.
but like not like water polo where you could touch the ground.
Yeah.
And-
Honest to God, I couldn't tell you what the fuck water polo actually is.
It's so much fun. I played
It
it.
looks like handball
That was my
in the
vacation.
water.
Handball, and you have to tread water the entire time.
Unless you
It looks
play in a
miserable.
low end
Yeah.
pool and you could just stand.
But
There you go.
that's like that's
That's
one of
water
the
polo.
sports
I mean,
where
it's-
they're definitely in the best shape of probably
Mm.
any sport.
Well, I want to give a shout
Except
out.
like rugby, maybe.
No, to a sport I never played. I think
Always wanted to play
hockey
rugby.
athletes are
the toughest.
the greatest athletes.
Yeah, but they can't run. They
That's
run
fine.
like they're skating. If
Yeah,
you
but
ever
that-
watch Murph or like Tyler Martin run, it looks like they're ice skating.
And that's fine, but they have to fucking worry about getting killed in terms of a check while they're ice skating and balancing, while they're trying to track a puck and trying to fucking shoot. I give them the most
No,
credit.
No, no, no.
sport.
It's the toughest sport to
I
play.
still
Yeah.
think rugby is like the toughest.
No, I think
Oh,
the
toughest, but
But I think
think
the hardest sport to play is hockey.
yeah, hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just
Okay.
like go and say, I'm going to play hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
can't
could
just
pick up,
show
You
up.
could pick up football, basketball, like soccer.
If you have physical ability, you can
Well,
pick up
because
those
at the end of the
sports,
day,
yeah.
the thing is, you have to learn how to
Baseball
fucking
and
move
hockey.
again.
Yeah.
Baseball and hockey, you can't just like, oh, I'm going to go play these sports.
No, I mean baseball. You could. You could try at least. I'm just saying hockey. If you
Oh,
can't even
well-
fucking balance, you're not getting anywhere. That's the
Exactly,
thing. Like
yeah.
you
I
take
can't
away
even ice
movement.
skate.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you're literally going to be moving like a feet one way and the other as people are
And just keep
fucking going
falling
back
and falling.
forth.
I can't even stand without anyone touching
No.
me.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I'm horrible at ice skating. I remember the one time I've only been like 3 times.
Mhm.
And the one time I'm going, I'm like finally getting it, so I'm like all happy. I'm like skating around, and then like I realize like I
can't
can't really
stop.
direct to where I'm going right now.
And you can't
And there's
stop.
this big woman coming towards me, and we fucking collide and eat shit.
Oh my god.
Oh
One
my
thing I
gosh.
learned when you ice skate, don't try to keep. If you're just fall. If you just fall, it's fine. When you try to hold yourself up, you start kicking the legs,
Yeah.
and you
Sorry.
just look like an idiot. You're gonna hurt somebody. Just fall. Just penguin slide. Keep your hands in tight
Penguin
because
slide.
you know Matt Mason
Penguin,
cut his
yeah.
finger off.
Oh my god, I forgot
Oh.
about
But
that.
outside of that, yeah. But no,
Jesus.
I think that's the hardest sport to play.
Yeah. Mike, what'd you play?
I think me and Mike, you were on varsity soccer, right?
Yeah.
Me
We
and
played
Mike-
soccer
Michael's
forever.
legit, yeah.
Me and Mike are the only varsity athletes here.
What do you mean?
Pound.
Yeah,
Oh, you're on
yeah.
varsity too.
The hell are you talking about?
I was trying to dig at him the whole time.
Yeah.
Varsity fantasy football.
Oh yeah, Nick can't. Yeah,
Nick
I
can't
remember
say
Nick on
that.
football.
Nick played varsity football.
He did.
Don't hit me with that bullshit.
Would you-
Played soccer my whole life, and then I remember going into 6th grade. I was nervous to try out for the soccer team, so I did cross country for a year. That was god awful decision too. So, yeah,
That went so much
That was a
farther
good
than I
flick.
thought.
I befriended a chubby
Quality
kid.
play.
Who's that?
And we would take just some
Oh.
random kid. I have no idea.
I'm sorry.
But we took periodic breaks in the woods when we were in cross country and just fucking
Chilled out.
yeah.
I didn't know Rose was on the cross country team.
It
Ah,
might have been you.
Dude, imagine Rosa.
I could have been good at sprinting. I'm a great sprinter. I got the long legs and built for it. Distance. No
That's
shot.
not. No, sprinting is not. You don't want to be long legged for
I could-
sprinting.
I would almost be willing to bet I could beat two.
could have been a good sprinter?
I could almost guarantee
being very fast.
if we
No,
went,
I'd say
we
no.
should go outside right after this. I would be willing to bet that I could beat 2 out of 3 people here in a sprint.
Who were the two as?
No,
I couldn't tell you who they were, but
I don't think you're beating any of us. In a
I'm
sprint.
beating Griffin a sprint.
No,
I'm
you're
a
not.
smoker, and I
I
know I,
was-
can beat you in a sprint.
I know Mike can
I
beat
can
you.
beat
People.
you in flip flops.
I know Mike can beat you.
I was fast.
Don't
I was
even
very
insult me
fast.
by thinking you could even
Yeah.
remotely beat me.
Nestor's the fastest one here
Yeah, Nestor's the only one I'm worried
by
about.
quite a margin. I might add. Nick was very quick.
Willing to bet
Bait.
Beat.
that I could beat.
No,
I
you
don't-
couldn't beat
I don't
one
think
person
so,
here, and
yeah.
you would lose by a lot in all.
I
three
don't get me
sprints.
wrong. I hate you.
Video incoming.
I would. I would smoke you like
We're
a
about to have a
turkey.
4-play fucking triathlon and determine who's the fucking athlete.
Well, everyone will win because I'll get gassed after the second sprint.
No.
If
We're
you're
talking,
getting
we're-
gassed, I'm
no.
getting
We're
gassed.
talking like light pole to light pole.
Yeah,
We're not
Yeah,
going-
no, sprint.
I'll crush you. Crush you.
I'm
The only
still
reason I'm
quick.
not doing it is because there's also a 90%
Oh,
chance
there it is.
that I fall and just hurt
I
myself.
was just about to say I cannot wait till we do this because I could picture you like I could picture us being all serious about it and like mid sprint like halfway there I just hear something fall on the ground and you turn around and you're on the ground.
Video incoming. Mike, what else did you? So you played soccer. Did you play anything else? I don't even know.
Cross country, bro.
Besides, that's not.
That's dude.
I mean, credit to them. I
It's
couldn't
not
do
easy.
it, but
That's not easy.
How long did you ran track for? All 4 years of high school, or
I
did
don't
you
think-
and Chris
no, no.
join at the same time?
We both joined in high school at the same time. I did it
Sophomore
all of
year?
middle school,
Was it sophomore year?
sophomore, junior.
Because I remember you and Chris were really fast.
Because I wasn't gonna do it, and Chris wasn't gonna do it, and we both were like, "All right, let's both do it."
Mhm.
So we went into it because
I-
Lapsley really convinced us.
I had forgot that you would run. I forgot that you'd run track. I do remember for one reason, and one reason only. Me and Billy Berg iced him, but we didn't
Oh
realize we
my
didn't
gosh.
realize how wet the ice was.
I was mad.
It was quite melted.
I grabbed. I think I put Billy in a chokehold.
He did. He
Wait,
did.
what?
you know what
We,
icing is?
In the football locker room, anyone
Well,
who
icing to me now is giving somebody a Smirnoff ice.
no, we're talking
Yes.
under. We're
It's
talking
amazing how times change.
inside of school icing,
Yeah.
which that would have been cool.
which would have been like icy hot on the jock strap.
No. That would be fucked
We
up.
have-
I would actually. That ethically and morally is
No,
not
freshman,
good.
freshman year, someone did it on a whole bunch of chin straps. I remember.
It was
I
Jesse
remember- I
Alfano.
remember that.
Yeah.
That's
Jesse
sounds
Alfano.
accurate.
That was
I mean,
bad.
I wasn't playing.
Actually, it
football,
might
but I
not have been.
remember
That might have been
people
somebody
talking
else.
about
I have
it.
no idea who that was.
It was
actually.
bad.
But
So terrible.
no, it was when there was an ice machine and there was a bathroom. Anytime anyone outside of like Dylan McDonald was in the stall, you were gonna get. I learned from those who came before me that was the thing to do, and I didn't realize it was Nesser in there. I did the Bobby Lippianic by accident once too, thinking he was a freshman.
That's the thing.
Actually, maybe we did know his name.
You probably you
Maybe
knew it
in
was
my
me.
case,
Because
you knew
you
his
played
name.
football, so we're like, he's got to know better than that. But I didn't realize how wet the ice was. Like it
Oh, it
was a
like
little
borderline
melty. It was a
water.
little melty. It was during baseball season. He was doing track, and we dumped it, and I just heard it hit him and hit the ground. I was like, that was not as solid as I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, were you taking a dump?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why would I be
man.
in there?
You like to be
His-
sitting down.
Which would have been more of a. I actually icing someone. I almost got a kid to accidentally quit football.
Oh, my goodness.
And actually, the head coach kind of laughed at him that he went home after that. It was during practice, so I was doing him a solid by icing him.
Cooling him off,
Yeah.
you know?
This kid. He was kind of new. We called him Carolina, and I dumped ice on him, and he goes, "That's it!" And he just left and walked home, and I was like, "Oh,
Damn.
it's me and Ryan Cole, but Ryan Cole put it all on me, whatever." And I went up to he like told on me, and I was like, "Yeah, I iced him." And he goes, "You went home for that?"
Oh my God.
I thought I was gonna be running sprints for like weeks because of that.
Nick had a violent outburst after.
I was pretty angry.
He did. He came out yelling. I said, "Oh yeah, Bill. It was Bill."
And me in my rage, I'm going to believe that right away.
Because
Yeah.
Bill was with me, but I did the dumping.
That's so-
Well, actually, we both dumped. But I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Bill."
Well,
So-
technically, Nick dumped too.
Yeah.
Everyone
dumped.
dumped. Everyone dumped.
That's the thing. Like,
He
you know,
got soaked though. I was like, "Oh, that sucks."
I was just doing my
I
thing,
felt
you know,
bad for that.
not bothering anyone, you know. Don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you. Pseudo big guy. Pseudo fast guy.
Pseudo thing.
I wasn't as big as I was in college. I'm
I was
not
talking
as
about the
big.
fast.
No, he was quick.
I know he is.
And I was just taking it down, do my thing. And I get hit with cold, not fully solid ice.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that would have been it for me.
I was just mad. So
I would have went home like your boy Carolina.
Some,
I would've
no,
been done.
someone was getting punished here. I just had to find out who.
Also, I
pointed
would've
me in
been
the
smarter
direction.
enough.
He's like, "Who did that?" I was like, "Ah, it was Bill." But
Easy.
I told him Bill was getting like a muffin at that classroom. He was in the trainer's room, so I sent
No,
Nick on a wild goose chase to find Bill.
Here's the problem, though. Bill, when he saw me, started running.
Guilty.
So he knew.
Guilty.
So that's what I mean. If
If Bill
he was
just
just
said
like,
it-
"Oh, hey, like, what's up?"
See, I thought Bill
I
would have
would've
been like,
calmed down.
"Oh, it was Griff." And then I was, no, it was Bill.
No, if Bill had like totally chilled and just been like, "Oh, like, what's up, man? Like, how's it going?" And I was like, "Yo, did you throw that ice?" And he would have been like, "No," or whatever. I would probably cool down and be like, "All right."
And then go kill
Fine.
Griff.
Well, if he told me that it was Griff,
I
then
wish-
would've
And
It's
I
like-
would have just sent it right back to Bill.
These moments I wish we had on fucking video.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God.
But yeah,
But I'm
my
so
my
mad.
thing is, you got to know that's the bathroom. If I'm in there or someone who knows is in there, you're getting wet. Getting
It's a
wet
risky
and wild.
move.
That's what
I
she said.
only didn't do it to certain people because I knew it wasn't worth it.
My sports.
I thought it would be a little more solid than it was when I dumped it on you. It was quite wet. His shirt was pretty wet. I was
didn't-
like, "Oh, that's not good." I feel bad.
This whole time I thought it was Bill.
there you go.
And
It was.
now,
It was
and
both
now
of us.
I know.
It was both of us.
Hey, I played
What
sports
car
too,
do you drive?
guys.
What kind of car do you drive?
Guys,
I still drive the 85 Mercedes from high school. The 95
All right.
Mercedes.
I
Yeah.
have all the trophies in here to prove it.
I still drive the same car from high school.
Hey, when's the last time you changed your tires? No, I'm kidding.
I played football, played baseball, played basketball. I was good at basketball at one point in time. At some point in my age, I just
Better than
lost
me.
all coordination. 'Cause I mean, I was on all-star teams, traveling teams in basketball. I was AAU, whatever you want to fucking call it.
AAU.
They'll let anyone play if you pay the money.
I didn't pay any money, and I got to play. So and then I do distinctly remember. I don't know, maybe I don't know what fucking happened, but I could not shoot the ball anymore, and I've just accepted that at this point. So at one point in time I was good at football. At one time in time I was good. That was when before anyone discovered how to weightlift. I was stellar because I could just torch anybody. I was just bigger, naturally bigger. Then once people became
It's okay.
physically bigger, it was all over for me. Like I remember, I just never wanted to weightlift. Never. It was something
I
that was
love it.
interesting to me.
Well, yeah, then that's what happened. You just didn't feel like putting in the work anymore.
Exactly. I played football all the way up until like seventh grade or so,
You
sixth
played high
grade.
school?
You played high school, yeah.
No, but then I took like 2 years off, and then I went back for freshman football.
Ew.
The
I didn't play consistently all the way through.
freshman football, the dream. I'll never
That was
forget.
The
There were so many
biggest
great
helmet
moments.
of anyone. You and Tim Dunstan
First-
have the biggest helmets I've ever seen.
First day of fucking football, they were like passing around
fishbowl.
helmets to try on.
Like this.
No,
Sorry,
they had a large helmet, which everyone was putting. Oh, good for me, good for me, good for me. Down the line, coach, it won't fit me. Oh, we got Lurch from the Adams family. Lurch, come get your extra large helmet. They dig this fucking old ass helmet out of the fucking back
and
corner.
they get a crossbar too.
I looked like a fucking machine. Couldn't do anything, but rode that bench
Do you remember?
hard.
I remember half the team did like there were like 7 or 8 kids that just didn't have helmets for the first week of football.
God.
They had to
Sounds
order new.
accurate.
They had to order more.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Fuller? We were running sprints one time, and do you remember Coach Fuller? And we're like waiting to go, and he's like, getting ready, and Tom Winters yells out, "Go!"
I remember that.
And he freaked
Bugged out, yeah.
Literally freaked out. I've never seen someone get so mad. Oh my gosh.
Good
That's
times.
the whole story. Yeah.
End of story.
I remember that.
Well, we're all here today because of all the sports we done played. I think that's why it's gonna be
Somewhat.
tough imagining not having done all the things we just
Wow,
talked
he
about for the past
circled
20
it all
minutes.
back. Look
Right?
at you. There was a point to those.
Circle of life on the Foreplay
Lap of
podcast.
Hand oval of
As
life.
of sports now, though, if I got my gun fixed, I'd like to join like a paintball team or something.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna meant the killer gun.
I could
Nope.
see Mike doing that.
Is
I would
shooting
love
a
to be
sport?
shooting
I would
paintball.
love to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, wait, what?
Like no, like
what?
actual
Yeah,
no,
okay,
like
I don't know
no,
what
like
he
gun
meant by
gun,
that.
like gun, kill gun.
Bang bang.
I want to get
shooting
involved in
range.
it,
It's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it is.
There's no reason, no legal reason you should ever get a gun.
I was almost applying for one, and then I
I'm
got lazy.
terrified by the idea of you owning a
I
firearm.
will one day when
He'll
I
end
have
up
my own
hurting
place.
himself.
Well, technically-
That'll work itself out.
Technically,
That'll
there's
work itself
That'll work
out.
itself
technically
out.
there's a
Bought a gun.
legitimate rifle where we are.
That's not real.
That is
That's a
absolutely
real
Yeah.
rifle. It's got no ammo.
Well, it's also
It's
made
corked.
not to shoot.
Yeah, the
It's a
barrel's
musket?
corked. It's a freaking musket.
No, that's a.
I'm just kidding.
It's like it's not an M1 Garand,
No,
but
it's bolt action,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's a single
good
shot.
TV we have here talking about something. That
Yeah,
no
it's no one
can
here.
see.
But that was episode, I believe, 43 of the Foreplay Podcast. YouTube.com/Foreplay Video. Subscribe to our channel. Go in the description of each video, like and follow all of our social media pages. Thank you
There
to
it
Griff
is.
for coming on, and for the video watchers, we have Mike with a freaking rifle now, pointing at my goddamn forehead.
Oh,
Griff,
there was one bullet left behind.
Griff, thank you for coming on. Where
Thanks,
can
Griff.
people
That was fun.
follow you again? Is there a central hub? Like, do you tweet your shit out or something?
I tweet a
Because
lot.
you're involved all over the place.
I just tweet a ton of shit out.
That's what I'm saying. So, what's the easiest place for people to follow what you do? You don't even know your Twitter
at-
handle, dude.
Capital GRIFF1624. So at Griff1624.
There you go.
Hey, how
Look
are
at this
ya?
freaking gat.
It's got some dings.
Sweet.
Thank you guys for watching. And
Absolutely,
we're listening to
thank
another
you.
episode. Nick, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/4playvideo.
If you like what we're doing, make sure to smash that like button.
Be sure to share all our videos with your friends so we could continue to grow. And we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.